The Philadelphia Eagles agreed to trade star wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Patriots for a first-round pick in 2028 and a 2027 fifth-round pick. Matthew, what do you think of the trade?
Well, Patrick, I just want to say I thought we were done for the day filming, but today has been a crazy day around the league, and it only gets crazier. You know what? I like the move on both sides. We've been talking about this AJ Brown trade for months now, so it is kind of a breath of relief to see it done and to see it finished and completed. But I mean, for the Eagles, this was a split that uh, I think is probably healthy for both parties. And truthfully, it's not like they didn't know that this was going to happen. I mean, you get Mekhi Lemon, you're prepared. It's just nice to see it finally over with.
Yeah, the Eagles, by waiting until June 1st, can now split A.J. Brown's $40 million salary cap charge between 2026 and 2027. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion that they were going to trade him at that point, especially when you look at when they did it. It wasn't like they got this deal done in one day. I mean, this was it feels like a year or years in the making. Good for the Patriots. They get a number one option at wide receiver, and I think they didn't give up too much to get him. And that's really helpful for Drake May. You saw that in the Super Bowl. They needed somebody like that. Stephon Diggs is gone. So you get A.J. Brown. He's much better than Stephon Diggs is. And you're way better off for it. And I think the Patriots are still going to be good. I know a lot of people were talking about their schedule from last year, but I still think that they're going to be a good quality football team and a playoff team. From the Eagles' perspective, as you mentioned, and as seen by them trading him on June 1st, they acted accordingly. They went into the draft, and they're going to be okay. I don't think Devontae Smith is a true number one receiver, but if Mekhi Lemon is, as good as the Eagles potentially think he could be, then they're probably just as better off, or just as well off, because $40 million for AJ Brown is a lot more money in that other sense. So they're saving money, and I still think that they're going to be okay. And the headache, this cloud, I mean, at a certain point, you're better off subtracting in that sense.
I mean, it might be unpopular opinion, but I just feel like AJ Brown is the epitome of a locker room cancer. In that locker room, they already have enough antics in there with the Easter bunny and all that stuff. That's just, they need to start weeding a little bit. And I feel like this move, though, it does cost them their Super Bowl window. I think it's been shutting for a while, but I think it's finally closed now. They got to figure some stuff out, but still, I do feel like trading AJ Brown was a step in the right direction for them. If you're the Patriots, though, you're taking on a lot of money for your wide receivers with AJ Brown and Romeo Doubs, who we criticized his contract a lot for being massive, for really not a lot. I don't know. It's just a thought I just had, but you're paying a lot of money for those guys.
That's actually a good point. I mean, I don't know if they would have paid Romeo Doubs all that money if they had truly known. I guess the Eagles knew that they were going to pull the trigger on any of the standing offers today. I don't know. Maybe there were other offers on the table that weren't from the Patriots. I don't know. But if I was the Patriots, I probably wouldn't have made that deal, considering you would have had to eat a lot of A.J. Brown's deal over the next couple of years. The locker room cancer thing is interesting because, as I mentioned, I mean, it was a headache. I think he was like I would call it almost like a sideline distraction.
Yeah.
At a certain point, the reading of the books on the sideline and everything just got to be like, it was funny. It was like a shtick. Like it was a good bit. Like the reporters asked him about it and everything, but then it was just like, you're not helping Jalen Hurts and like the criticism that he's getting. Like, obviously they're trying to get you the ball, but if it's play calling, if it's them not drawn up enough, not being aggressive enough or whatever, like, I feel like there's a better way to communicate beyond just showing your frustration or showing that you want the ball. Like, there's got to be a better way to communicate with your teammates. And it's like I said, it's fine if it happens, on its own, even a couple times in a shorter time span. But for how long this dragged out, I mean, that had to have been really annoying for the starting quarterback and probably the rest of the organization, truthfully, because AJ Brown is good, but like, I don't know if anybody's that good to be acting like that the whole time, like,
well,
at least be the number one guy in the NFL before you can start acting up.
I mean, I think that's the thing is acting like all this, and I mean, he's taken. I mean, still 1,000 yard season, it's great, but in his like style of like he has definitely taken a step back a little bit, and you got to think like it's because his mind is elsewhere. It's how how do I get out of Philly? How do I become like his mind is just elsewhere. So maybe this will be a new fresh start for him. Maybe he can just focus on the Patriot way, although that is kind of like out in New England. I mean, look at their coach. But I mean, speaking of their coach, you reunite AJ Brown and Vrabel, so I'm sure he's happy about that. But yeah, maybe he can find a way to get back to form. All I know is if he regresses past this, it's going to be a really bad look for him. I feel like a lot of people are going to start clowning on him pretty hard.
That's the annoying thing too with his situation. It wasn't like they were just like a fringe playoff team where they were losing a ton of games. He was doing this before, during, and after the Super Bowl run that they had. I mean, they made 2 Super Bowls and literally won one and dominated in that game against the Chiefs. Like, also too, I did want to mention, I don't think that their Super Bowl window is closed. I
Mm.
think that they're good, and I think that they can compete next year for a Super Bowl. I just think that year to year is tough to say, and it's not going to be popular. Like, oh, the Eagles could win the Super Bowl, not the same day that Myles Garrett got traded to the Rams.
Sure.
And I did say I do think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl, but I
Yeah.
think they can compete. Yeah, and this also does take plenty of pressure off of, or plenty of the heat off of Mike Vrabel. It probably adds pressure. They're expected to be good next year too. But it's been a nice news cycle for him, that's for sure, because this has been two of the biggest trades that we've seen in
Yeah.
a while happening on the same day, back to back practically. So